Welcome to the NYSE Big Startup, a show about unlocking potential brought to you by NYSE and hosted by me, Guy Kawasaki.
Lending Club really is a marketplace for credit. So like any other online marketplace, we have two sides. Instead of having a buyer and a seller, we have lenders and borrowers. As a marketplace, we're able to operate at a lower cost than the banks. So by taking operating costs down, we can preserve more of the yield for the investors, for the lenders, and we can reduce interest rates for borrowers. So both sides are getting a better deal than they would from a bank.
What was the genesis of the company?
I was trying to understand really why there is such a big spread. Because when you're an entrepreneur and you see a big spread, you think
opportunity,
big disintermediation opportunity. And really it became quickly apparent that a lot of the spread was necessary to offset the large operating cost, the very high operating cost of the banks. So the idea of Lending Club is to replace the bank with an online marketplace to be more efficient, would operate at a lower cost.
Do you have any kind of tactical advice for an entrepreneur watching this about raising money based on your experiences?
What worked for me was not to try to maximize the outcome in every single round. I wasn't necessarily looking for the best valuation and minding the dilution and how many exact percent of the company I still had. The idea was to build a big company, build it as quickly as possible, and with the people who could be helpful in building a big company.
So you're saying regulation wasn't that big a deal, the banks didn't try to stop you, so what were the challenges?
No, so I wouldn't say regulations were not a big deal. I mean, it was a big effort, but it turned out to be really a barrier to entry because it's hard for new competitors to replicate it. Also, what was a big effort was really sort of ramp up the adoption curve and really sort of educate the public on what we did, and especially on the investor side. I mean, all the loans we make are 3 years or 5 years. So in the absence of a track record, when we started, we were asking lenders to make a 5-year investment decision using a platform that had been around for 5 months.
Right.
So it was really a leap of faith.
Do you have any general tips for entrepreneurs based on your experience in both companies now?
I think entrepreneurship is really a lot about innovation. So the very nature of innovation is that it doesn't always work. So knowing that, you probably want to go as quickly as you can and fail often and early and learn from it. And at some point, through a lot of testing and learning, if you're really focused and in tune with what the market is telling you, you end up getting in the right place and getting the right product for the right customer segment, and then you can really sort of start scaling.
So thank you very much for appearing on NYSE Big Startup. Real pleasure.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you for watching the NYSE Big Startup.